And there we go.
So what's the name of this show?
I wrote down test. This is test broadcast.
This is the test show.
Yes, we are test broadcasting.
So I my thing's not coming on. I don't know why.
What thing are you referring to?
Because I have to do this. No.
You have to activate Google Toolbox,
Yes, I did.
and you have to switch over to the person icon so you can get the lower third. And then you have to put your information in there and choose your picture.
And then click
Turn
the
it
on
on.
button, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that's not working.
There are two Jameses.
Yes, I, for some reason, crashed.
Oh.
Give me a moment.
Not an auspicious beginning.
Hi.
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 Did you get it to work?
I reloaded is what I did. And now I'm switching. And hypothetically, I should be... Well, that one turned on, okay. Well, how about this one? There it is. Whoop, there it is. Did I even save this one? Hold on a second.
We're getting off to a great start with this video podcast.
Who the fuck knows? Nope. Apparently I didn't save shit.
Womp womp.
Yep.
So you're going to need a few moments to prepare yourself.
Boy, wow. Yeah, so we're live right now. Hi. We're live.
Hi.
Yes, but we have 0 viewers, so I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Is there any way to record this and then, like, put it somewhere later?
I think it's actually going to stream to YouTube, which then,
So it's going to be on your YouTube channel?
yes, I believe so.
Okay.
From what I read, I believe that's correct. Right now, it's streaming live, and then after the broadcast ends, then it gets uploaded to YouTube.
Okay.
That's my understanding. Now,
Whether that's actually what's happening, we have no clue.
We have no clue. Well, I guess I'll probably have to start this whole thing off properly with a bong hit.
Yeah, we knew that was coming.
yeah.
Of
Ladies
course,
and
this will
gentlemen,
now
this is
ensure that...
perfectly legal here in Arizona.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
As long as you have your medical marijuana card, which I do.
Uh-huh. I don't think you need to show it to the YouTube audience.
Probably not a good idea.
What, to show your medical marijuana card to the YouTube audience?
Well, I don't want to, like, put my real name out there, I guess, but you could probably find it pretty easy if you looked hard enough. Thank you, Edward Snowden.
You just had your name showing up multiple times with your lower bar down there.
Yes.
Is that why you're not activating the lower bar now?
Is the lower bar not activated?
No, it is not currently activated.
Wow. There's, like, ghost things happening. Oh, I know why, because I didn't, finish what I was doing.
Yeah. Well, it's important to interrupt what you're doing to take bong hits. So.
Yeah.
What was that?
He took a picture of me right there.
I can apparently take photos.
Everybody can. I did that to Liz earlier.
Oh.
Oh, man. I got to tell you about my friend Liz. Why do they all get naughty when you have a girlfriend? That's a good question. Or boyfriend, because I'm sure it happens in the gay community as well.
Well,
you don't get any play for, like, ever. And then
Actually,
when you get somebody, then they come out of the woodwork at you. All angles.
This is something that's been studied, and there's actually a scientific empirical answer. And the reason is because when you are in a relationship, you stop trying. And you stop playing the game and you just start being a real person. And that's what people want, is real people. Nobody wants, hey, baby, how's it going? What's your sign?
Okay, I mean, I guess statistically that's the majority of what happens? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Scientifically speaking, empirically, that is most of what that phenomenon is just fucking, yeah.
Well, I mean, there's side aspects to it as well. If you're already in a relationship with somebody, then clearly your relationship material, so that's going to change their opinion about you. Whereas if you're single, they might think you're happily single, or they might think you're a bachelor or something along those lines.
Okay.
There's also the fact that since you're not, as he said, actively looking for somebody, people don't have you on a string. They don't have you as a backup. They don't have you as, that possibility that I don't necessarily need to pursue right now. You're now in focus. You're now quite obviously somebody who not only can be in a relationship, but is currently in a relationship, and they're wondering, maybe I missed my chance. Maybe there could have been something.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Yav Show. Can I have that pen, please?
Pen?
Yeah. The one right there. Right there
if
by
I
the
was
plate.
on it, I would have already had the fucking effects going for that joke, but
you would have thrown out the rim shot.
Totally.
So instead of me talking constantly, we will watch X here fill out forms.
Oh,
Exciting!
yeah. This is good fucking TV right here. It's like, government simulator.
Why haven't they made a government simulator yet? They've made a bus simulator.
They did make corporate culture simulator.
Are you guys high or something? I was talking about... Okay, so I want to bring up not necessarily a counterpoint to that, but maybe another portion of that, which was... What about the people that, weren't looking for a girlfriend and then just kind of got one? I mean, I wasn't even necessarily looking for sex either. I was...
Yeah, but
it's not that I wasn't looking for sex or wasn't looking for companionship. It was like it just kind of happened. I'm not using myself as an example recently.
Yeah, no, it's because the people who may have wanted to pursue you now realize that not only were you pursuable, but you got pursued, whether or not you were necessarily actively looking. There's a certain amount of that whole, they've got that thing that I want, and now I can't have it, so now I want it even more. Depending, of course, on the person.
Indeed.
And sadly, I can't use my box to make it so you can't hear me echoing in people's microphones. But
whatever.
Perhaps if I talk quieter, I won't register as much.
So, how many viewers do we have?
0.
Awesome. We're doing well.
We are.
See, the whole idea is to record this somehow. You could probably do it through Fraps.
You probably could, but Fraps also cost money.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, there is 1 viewer.
Really?
Somebody is actually watching this shit.
Wow. Hello.
Wow. Hello, Mr. Viewer.
Thank you for watching.
Us sit around and bullshit.
Yep.
And smoke pot. I forgot about the smoking pot.
Where it's completely legal in this state. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
of course. Oh, and while we're at it, buy my book!
Yes, Jeff actually has written a book. You might as well put your shameless promotion up there.
Hey, if one person's going to bother watching, why the hell not? Yes.
YouTube.com/RockslideJones, which is the band that I'm in. Feel free to check that shit out.
Yes, and Amazon.com, search for Scalebane. That's the name of my novel, which you should buy immediately.
Mm-hmm. And X has nothing but his awesomeness to present.
Which, you know, you're already seeing in full view, so.
Right.
It radiates out of me constantly.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Next subject.
relationships and cannibalism. What else could we talk about?
I don't know.
Well, we were talking about, you know, why people give up the pussy to people in relationships.
Yeah.
Then
My audio went out.
whose audio went out?
My audio went out.
I
As
can
in,
hear
you
you.
can't hear anything?
I can't hear anything.
Well. Sucks for
That's
you.
okay.
We're in the middle of a broadcast, sir. The show
I mean,
must
people are
go
clearly
on.
talking and audio is being transmitted, but for some reason,
That's okay.
Okay.
Moving on. We will leave a man behind. Diablo style, you know what I'm talking about. Face a boss and you're like, I'm
Nope.
full. I
can't
gotta
hear
bounce.
anything. I'm probably going to have to disconnect and reconnect, aren't I?
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, so that happened to him.
Wait. No, we got one viewer.
All right. One viewer. Hello.
No, I still can't hear anything.
This is pretty typical of
That's weird.
was pretty typical of Jeff's computer. No matter if
Can
he
you
has
guys
a
hear me
brand
all right?
new old computer, he always has computer problems. It's like a black cloud of computer negativity that flies over his head. You can see it if you look closely. There it is. See? Yep. Mm-hmm. So, how's that sound problem coming along, sir?
I can't hear anything.
Well, sucks to be you.
This is amusing him to no end, isn't it?
Wow. You know what's terrifying?
What?
Watching this hangout, then while you're watching the hangout, connecting to YouTube and watching it on delay at the same time.
That's,
Uh-huh.
stop that. You're going to bend time and space.
It's a Q&A
sir.
function. Yeah, so I don't know why I'm not getting any audio.
Did you hear that?
Do 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 do.
It happened right after I used one of the sound effects. Does he have
What?
enhancements installed or
Can-
effects installed?
Can you hear any sound effects going on? Anything at all?
Nope.
Can you try playing an MP3 on something outside of Google Hangouts? Or perhaps watching a YouTube video? Or just seeing if any of your audio is working?
Okay.
He should probably just sit there and not, actually.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Apparently my volume just got turned down.
Ha! Good,
Wow.
Good use of the button there, Chaos.
So, right? Well, I'm trying to work that into our show for our one person is sound
Well,
effects.
yes, but if X is actually currently watching this, he's probably the one viewer.
No, I'm not currently watching.
I see.
I was for a brief moment, but
Okay. So what were you saying while I was so callously turning all the volume down so I couldn't hear anything?
Oh, you don't want to know. It was a bunch of shit.
yeah, there was some shit. Nothing good.
Nah.
Terrible,
You can
awful
watch
stuff.
it on the replay if you log on to YouTube.
That's true.
Yeah, in chat here, I'm going to post a link, and boop.
Thank you.
There you go.
The funny thing about it is that
There, now I'm not constantly auto-focusing.
all of that is because of you had the volume down. I would just like to state for the record.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Thank you.
it just spontaneously happened, so.
Yeah.
And how can you tell how many viewers we have anyways?
He's the
Because
master.
I have the master control panel.
He has
He's
the master control
He's
program.
the master control program.
Yes. There you go.
Uh-huh.
He
Now
makes that
get in your
sound.
fucking light cycles and entertain me, bitches.
Oh, my nameplate has vanished again.
You need to serve your function on the game grid, motherfucker. So, what I'm trying to do is look for a specific spaceman, astronaut picture. Something very simple but very cool because it's going to be the new logo for my band.
What happened to the stop sign? Or
The warning sign?
yeah.
It's not like really a rebranding, but what it is more of an evolution. Basically, we wanted to evolve the brand from the band being a warning sign to, or Rockslide Jones being a warning sign that says Rockslide Jones instead of area. That's how we did that. And turned that into a legendary astronaut named Rockslide Jones. And this was actually a secret idea amongst a couple of us in the band that didn't know it. Like, I had already started collecting astronaut pictures and stuff like that to get some ideas. And Dale was doing the same thing. I had no idea. And we had decided that we wanted to just, especially on this next round, we don't really want to bury the warning sign. You may see it in a conveniently tiny area, but the main focus is going to be basically this astronaut, this psychedelic astronaut, and his travels and journeys will be depicted on like flyers and different handbills that we have and CDs that we have, and the whole idea is maybe not necessarily to write a story with that, but you can kind of follow along this guy's travels because he's going to be in like different little situations in the pictures taken of the astronaut, basically. And there's a lot of media out there. Type in psychedelic spaceman and watch what you get. Free fucking media out there. Take the picture, add a few fucking fonts, Rockslide Jones is born. Like, it's pretty simple. And so on top of it, my friend Ben Manzares, who's a very, very good artist, knows the music and comes to my shows and stuff. He's got a band too. His band is Jason Society. And he's so I asked him, I'm like, we're looking for a new brand or whatever, and I'm like, he actually owed me a little money. So I'm like, I'll tell you what, come up with something that come up with something, some sort of logo for the band or some sort of new branding or whatever. I mean, our old stuff, our new stuff. The old warning sign or whatever. I'm like, with no influence for me whatsoever, I want you to just come up with something. And it doesn't have to be extravagant or anything. It could be a sketch. Well, he did more than a sketch. He actually went all out. And I'm going to see if I could. I can't share this, can I, from Screen Pics on my.
It looks like you can.
I'm going to give it a try. Hold on here. There.
I really want to grab a glass of water, but I don't want to disappoint our viewer.
Whoa. Okay, so does that? So he came up with this, and what he is a very good artist, and so he does painting and digital artistry, and marries this whole media imagery enhanced by oil paints, and then overlays this wacky media. And that astronaut is actually that Russian cosmonaut Yuri, whatever his name was, that broadcasted back to the planet. He was like, "I don't see God up here." His famous quote. That's the guy. So that would basically be kind of the front concept of the album. The left side is the front cover, and then the back side would be the back cover. And like he came up with this all on his own, which was exactly what a couple of us in the band was already thinking. So I don't know. I don't think we're actually going. We're not. I don't think we're actually going to use this, or we could use this if maybe the font was different. Like I would have to manipulate this photo basically of this picture. But,
yeah, you'd want to go with the lighter font because it's almost completely blended out. Yeah.
Well, and not only that, Rock Slide is one word.
Oh, yeah, and he's got it broken up into two.
Yeah, his first name is Rock Slide. His last name is Jones. So, I just thought it was brilliant. Like, this could be it. This could be the cover of the album right here. Just with the name enhanced a little bit. So.
Yeah.
Well, it certainly does look like, an acid rock fucking album cover.
Yeah. We're not acid rock, though.
Aren't you? What? I mean...
No.
Okay.
Acid rock is... like that. You should try that, actually. It feels good on your tongue.
There's a lot of tongue action in acid rock, I guess.
A little bit,
Well, I'm going to grab a glass of water, so I will be right back.
Probably a good idea. I live in Tatooine, so I'm going to get one as well. So, X, please entertain our one visitor.
In sleep he sang to me, in dreams he came, that voice which calls to me and speaks my name. And though I dream again, the Phantom of the Opera is here inside my mind. Dee, nee, 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 nee. Nee, 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 nee. Nee, 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 nee. Sing once again with me, how strange duet. My power over you grows stronger yet. And though you turn from me to glance behind, the Phantom of the Opera is here. Inside your mind. Welcome back.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Hey, when somebody says entertaining, nothing is more entertaining than fucking Phantom.
Yeah. I mean, I think most people would agree that, I think everybody could like some Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, and anybody who's a hater of Phantom of the Opera, they can just go fuck themselves. Seriously. I mean, I can understand not liking all of Weber's shit. I think Cats was more than a little overplayed.
Well, yes. I have the pleasure of having a strong connection with the East Coast, New York specifically,
right.
And off Broadway all the time we would see. Of course, there you would see some shows on Broadway as well, but we got to see everything. When there was nothing to do, you could just go into the city and see a show. Personal favorite of mine, Duke Ellington's Sophisticated Ladies.
One of my personal favorites was How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying.
I think I've only saw that maybe once.
It's a good show.
And Rent, God. It's all that. Like, that's starting to hurt me. Like, I need something more clever.
I always liked... There was a writer, David Rakoff, who famously talked about Rent. And he was talking about how, it was a bunch of bohemian creative types who had decided that they were just going to not pay rent anymore. And he was like, I worked, as an editor, and we used to read slush piles, and we'd get together and commiserate afterwards, talking about how we'd write our great novels and all this sort of stuff. But the one thing I did? I paid my fucking rent.
Yeah. Yes. For sure.
Bum 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 bum.
I see we're in the musical section of the video cast.
Well, I have a limited amount of sounds here. I think Google Chrome needs to add more. Actually, we're waiting.
All right, somebody take the soundboard away from fucking chaos.
Oh no, it's a wrap, dude. That's my job on this show. I've appointed myself.
Well, that's just fantastic.
Feel free to. Oh
no.
You break your bong.
No, I'm just running low on some weeds.
How terrible. You should grow more.
Not really. But
It's not good weed.
No, that's all good weed. It's just I have a little variety, and I'm coming to the end of about 5 varieties right now.
Ah.
See,
Well, maybe
that's
if you didn't
why.
smoke it so much, it would last longer.
Yeah, that's why you should basically decide on a weed, and then just smoke it till it's gone.
No,
Enjoy it, and
no.
then.
You might as well tell him to only eat Oreo cookies.
When I
What's wrong with that? Oreo cookies are the fucking bomb.
Oreo cookies are delicious, but there's a whole wide variety of cookies out there. You can't diminish your capacity to enjoy cookies, which is why you should immediately leave this podcast, run to Safeway, and buy me a pack of the Chips Ahoy stuff with birthday frosting.
I'm sorry,
you can't really. I don't know. You can't really argue with Jeff's logic on this. And while you're at it, you should bring me some too.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
I know you will.
Moving right now.
This is me going. Oh, I can't ride my bike at night. Sorry.
Oh, and I only go 11 miles an hour. Oh,
That's
because
true.
I got a 250, even though Chaos told me not to.
Well, we'll see.
I'm not perfect.
We'll see.
You threw...
Yeah.
There's a garbage can right there.
We'll see how well that goes tomorrow, because it's just a question of, is this dealership crooked enough to use this as an opportunity to try to fuck me again, or are they actually going to try and do me a solid?
Well, it's a car dealership, so...
Well, they're getting a vehicle back, and there will be some sort of, call it what you will, penalty.
Oh, of course.
Right. So basically, they're getting a vehicle back that they can get the same amount of money that they just sold it to you for, and put you into something a little larger that they already have. It's kind of a win-win for them. So,
Right.
Not to mention, if they do this for you, you're probably going to go back to them when you might want to buy another bike or vehicle because they did you right.
Well, no.
Pretty
my
simple,
next
man.
bike is going to be a new one directly from a Yamaha dealer.
Yeah, I was looking at that fucking VMAX, man.
I fucked a VMAX. That thing is just a fucking beast. I don't need a beast. I want, my tiny little bobber bike.
No, it's okay. Listen, if I got a VMAX, I'm not going to go 218 miles an hour again in it. Ever.
Sure, you're not.
It's funny. I was looking around for. I don't have any. I bet my mom has a picture of my VMAX. Like, oh my God, have you seen some of the options right now?
Yes. Yes, I have.
Solid disc titanium wheels, like the Harley Davidson Fat Boys. That fucking shit looks like.
Use your words.
It's always looked like space bike. And man, do we love some space bike up in this motherfucker. In fact, that was the only good part about Battlestar Galactica in 1984, was the space bikes. Remember them?
No, I never saw Battlestar Galactica in 1984.
Wow, I bet if you type that into something, that picture of the space bikes would actually show up. They've actually said that was not Battlestar Galactica canon. That was to Battlestar Galactica what the Star Wars Christmas special was to Star Wars. It featured Boxy as a grown colonial warrior. Lorne Greene was still in it, and they were receiving clandestine instructions from a being called the Star Child.
And this is what we're talking about here?
That's it, man! Space bike!
I typed in Battlestar Galactica space bike.
And that's what came up. And check it out. Those things fly. They fly. They look like a Colonial Viper bike. Yeah, that's it. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. Yep, see, they took them out of their Vipers. So what happens is they find Earth. Well, we have to go scout out Earth and see, how we can integrate into their culture. Oh, no, we're way more advanced than they are. Well, now what are we going to do? Well, we're going to have weekly hijinks on Earth, and that's what happens. Look, they're flying in that picture.
Those helmets are fucking stupid.
Well, those were the original Colonial Viper helmets. They were always that way. They had, it was a force field instead of a glass shield in front of your face. I don't know what that's all about.
I like her bike.
Fail. That one picture that you showed, there's another one next to it that says fail. Yep. Space bike, man. Everybody loves space bike and Kit. Kit was cool.
Dun, 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 dun.
I never watched Battlestar Galactica, the old one or the new one. It just all seemed very...
You never watched Knight Rider?
The new Battlestar Galactica you would like, actually. If you gave it a chance...
How could you never watch Knight Rider? My
You
God.
never watched Knight Rider?
I was not a fan of the Hoff.
Well, nobody was, but... Wow. So Knight Rider, I also recommend, man, that shit...
Does not hold up well to modern watching.
No, it doesn't. And I did watch the redone one, like it was 5 or 6 years ago. They furthered the story.
It was even longer than that.
The Hoff was actually in it. They built a new car. They made the joke, is it going to be a Firebird? Nope, this time we chose a Ford. So, it was like that new fucking souped up S Mustang or whatever. And
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
it was like 5 or 6 years ago.
No, it was much longer than that.
I don't think it was that long ago, but and it was a guilty pleasure because it was
like a TV movie, right?
No, they had 3 seasons actually. It was horrible. It got maybe a little better as it rolled on, and then they cut the fucking cast in half just to try to save the fucking show, and that was it. It was gone. It was.
There's a fucking blurry spot on your camera, Cass, and it's... Did you, come on it or something?
No, and if I did, wow, that's an impressive amount of distance to travel.
because your face is like right in a blurry spot, and then when you move, it's clearer. So
I don't know. You're like when I look at me, it's all blurry, and I have the enhanced thing at the top. Should I go back to original? Oh wow, it does look blurry. That's weird. Well, fix that in a moment. What? I don't know what that means, but perhaps I'll get something to clean that blurry spot with. Yeah, it's right there, right?
yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So no, the one I was thinking of was the Knight Rider 2000 television sequel movie in 1991.
Oh, I remember that one. That was fucking horrible. It only lasted like what? It was a movie?
No, it was just a movie. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were hoping it was a pilot, is what it was, and they were hoping to. I don't even know the connection to old Knight Rider in that movie, if I remember, was a passing mention of where this whole thing kind of began, and like that was it.
No. The movie actually has what it is that they've come up with the Knight 4000, which is the newest version of it,
Right.
and Hoff shows up and is pissed off that they've disassembled the original kit. And so he installs the original kit in a 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air. And
What about the other car?
This whole thing that's going on. The other car was being developed by Knight Industries, but somebody else was running it, as opposed to the guy out of the.
I think we're thinking about something else. There was a whole
there's been multiple things.
virtual reality component on the one that I'm thinking of that happened back in like 2000, or maybe it was earlier than that. Like the personality of this car that I'm thinking about was actually female, and the car's driver was able to actually spend a little bit of time in cyberspace with his love car, and that was called Knight Rider also, and that had something to do with...
Well, they do mention the fact that one of the people gets one of Kit's microchips installed in her brain, and so she can connect to the car. But no, that what happens is after they figure out what's going on, Michael installs Kit in the Knight 4000. So,
well, that's one that I don't think I've seen, and I'm gonna have to.
I wouldn't recommend it. It was horrible.
God, this whole thing is sounding fucking horrible. What's the matter with you people?
But yeah, there's the Knight Rider 2008 television film pilot. Which is probably the one you're thinking of.
Maybe. Hold on a second.
Where Val Kilmer was the voice for Kit.
Is that the one where it was the fucking Ford Mustang?
Maybe. I don't know. Yes. Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 KR.
That's the fucking one, man.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, and in this one they actually have David Hasselhoff showing up and talking to the guy. I always liked Wilton Knight. I thought he was interesting. That was the guy who ran Knight Industries in the original series. As we can see, X is terribly engaged with this entire conversation.
That's the kit. That's the kit that that's the last. These are the only two on this fucking page that I've seen.
Okay.
These are the Knight Riders that I've seen. The Kit 3000 and the Knight Industries 2000, which is, the Hoff's car.
Yeah. So yeah, you never saw the Knight Industries 4000 then.
Oh.
I thought it was the one that I was thinking of, but you're talking about now a completely different one, unless those are. I'm hoping maybe in this fucking list I'll see the other one. It was like a dark future kind of fucking. Uh, Almost Max Headroom future that this whole thing was taking place in.
Yeah. This is the Night Industries 4000.
Okay. Let me stop sharing here. One moment. Red.
Yep.
They went with red.
Yep. Here's one with the Hoff standing next to it.
So they did another fucking Knight Rider with the Hoff, basically?
It was just a television movie.
Alright, red, huh? That's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Why red?
I don't know.
I bet you Kit didn't like it. Kit always liked fucking black anyway. Henry Ford Basic Black.
Well, Kit liked all of the doohickeys that were installed in it. Because it had like a virtual reality overlay thing for the windshield.
Yeah.
And it had like night vision and all that kind of shit.
Okay, I'm actually thinking of it was different, man. It was different. I bet if I looked hard enough, I would find it. That's funny. Every incarnation of the new Night Industries 3000 that I'm seeing, like I've seen every episode of that show, and I remember every time it transformed into something kind of new.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you want to watch something terrible, watch the Knight Rider 2000 movie.
That's really that bad, huh?
Oh, it's a made-for-TV movie.
Yeah.
And it was made shortly after the series ended. So, yeah, it was pretty bad. I think we'll need to talk about something interesting, because X is pretty much fading away into nothingness.
Is he giving you, like, secret signals that I'm not noticing or something?
No, he's leaning back in his chair, closing his eyes with his dog sleeping on top of him.
Oh, no. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, he's the moderator. I guess he's allowed to take a nap whenever he wants.
I suppose that's true.
It's just I care so little I passed out.
Right.
Fucking Knight Rider.
You lost the will to care. That was awesome.
God, I remember this. The
Right. Yeah.
Oh.
If this is more Knight Rider, I'm ending the fucking broadcast.
This is the inside of Kid.
Nope, done.
Hey.
No. No. Oh, you did it too, didn't you? No, you didn't.
No, he didn't.
I got a picture of Kit installed on a bicycle. That's funny.
It's mildly funny, yeah.
Well, now I can't rejoin.
Oh no!
You know what's going to happen, right?
What's that?
Somebody very soon is going to make a Knight Rider movie
0.
and reboot the entire franchise.
Do you think all the Knight Rider stuff is off?
You mean the one person?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm not allowed to join this.
Oh. Oh well. So I kicked Yav out, and apparently he can't rejoin. So.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So it's the Mention X show. Minus Yav.
Although it is after midnight, so I was thinking maybe I should probably go to sleep because I am also tired
Yeah.
because I was falling asleep with my dog in my lap.
You were.
He has a way of doing that, you know. There's something about a warm sleeping dog that just makes you go to sleep.
He, yeah.
So, I'm
So,
gonna bail.
all right. Well, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be on. You're probably not going to see me for like 10 days
Okay. Well,
at this point. So,
hopefully you don't die. Don't get shot by the cartels or anything.
has nothing to do with any cartel anywhere ever.
Okay.
Okay.
Yev says bye. Bye.
Bye.